What is going on, guys? Back with another video, a bit of an emergency update in regards to Dowge DJI6930. This has come down massively, and there is a lot of fear around the coin. And ultimately, guys, can this recover? Can it have a major comeback, right? Because the current price it's at, it's been literally on a massive downtrend. Currently, $11 million in market cap, and now this is down around 87% from all-time high, right? What exactly is going on? Obviously, we've had some, pretty big whales, selling over the past few days. Potential people, insiders, not too sure. Again, it's difficult to prove these things, but we have had some pretty, big wallets, offloading quite significant amounts of Dowge. And ultimately, guys, this is always the case when you get a project which is tied to some big influencers, big YouTubers, and that is something else to obviously bear in mind, right? Because when you consider, obviously, we all know who is sort of affiliated with this in terms of who brought this to sort of attention. Superman, who is obviously a big YouTuber, right? And he covers quite a lot of different meme coins. And what's actually happened is, obviously, guys, I'm sure you're all aware of what happened with Bitty, the drama where there was beef between different YouTubers who were saying which one is the correct Bitty, etc., etc. And what happened was that took quite a lot of attention away from Dowge DJI6930, and obviously he then was talking about Bitty a lot more. And then obviously what happened was we had the bonk version versus the pump fund version, and then obviously currently the pump fund version is the one which has come out on top, guys. So that did take a little bit of the spotlight away from Dowge, which was a shame, guys, because at the end of the day, guys, I do not care about YouTubers being affiliated with this. Obviously, if there are insiders holding big amounts, then obviously you do need to be careful. But you can also see this as a positive if we're getting these big whales and these big potential insiders out of this project, and really just resetting and making a new opportunity for real term, long term holders, retail to get back in, right? So it's come down massively, guys. As I've said, $11 million in market cap. Again, very similar to Momo, just how Momo's down around 90% as well. These two are down similar amounts, right? Again, guys, when you look at the narrative, this is why I was so attracted to this project, and I still believe it can have a comeback, even though there is a lot of fear, guys. Of course, you do need to be extremely careful when it comes to these meme coins, right? Because the market is starting to heat up, guys. We're seeing Ethereum start to perform, we're seeing altcoins start to perform, we're seeing dominance, Bitcoin dominance start to drop, and I do believe it is going to drop off further. And I really do think that the rest of 2025 is going to be extremely bullish. And meme coins like Dowge, this project now is nearly 3 months old. So the problem with a lot of meme coins is they come out, they're out for a few days, a week, 2 weeks, and then they sort of rug, right? So this project has been around. It's built a solid community, guys. You can see here, over 16,000 holders. So the holders are still holding up pretty well in the grand scheme of things. To think just how much this project has come down, it is still holding up a decent amount. So you can see, as I've covered this before, guys, the main goal, the main ambition, manifesto of this is to flip the Dow Jones, right? Now, the problem, or not the problem, but the good thing about this is majority of retail who come in, they aren't going to understand this. They aren't going to understand how unlikely or how unrealistic this is to flip the Dow Jones. But what they're going to look at, they're going to look at this video, they're going to look at this manifesto, the Dowge Creed, all of this basically to go against TradeFi, to put the power back in the people's hands. And again, guys, that is why I like this project. That is why this is what I saw with this project. The amount of people who came in, the cult-like, the community following that came in was just insane. And it is a shame to see this down so much. And I hope it can bounce back, guys. But at the end of the day, what I was saying was we saw, obviously, Bitty, the drama. Now it's sort of quieting down. We know which one, the one that's performing the best, the one on pump. But then what happened as well, guys, we saw Superman come, and there is another project which is starting to trend, which is called Kitty Coin. Now, obviously, this one is an interesting play as well. It's also pretty small in market cap, and essentially, it is one which is basically saying that they want to sort of rival Dogecoin, or they want to take the sort of eyes off of Dogecoin. You can see here, I think this was discussed in some forum back in 2013. So obviously, guys, there is the narrative there. But what happens with these projects is once more and more projects are discussed, a lot of the eyes, a lot of the holders obviously move on to new projects, right? But at the end of the day, you know, the meme coin market is huge. So of course there's opportunities in other coins as well. In terms of the community, guys, they are still very active. You know, you've got so many different accounts who are still pushing this. And at the end of the day, guys, that is what really matters in the long term, right? Every single meme coin that succeeded has succeeded from a strong community, right? You know, they've had big dips along the way. A lot of the big meme coins, we've seen them down 80, 90%, and then they've bounced back. But ultimately, guys, we need to see the power back in the people's hands. And that is why, you know, when you have big YouTubers who are pushing this, you know, obviously it does come with drawbacks, right? It comes with the drawbacks because you're not too sure what's going on behind the scenes. But I do still believe in the community. And, you know, when you look at how much it's come down, guys, you know, the current market cap, nearly $10 million in market cap. And one of the goals for this project originally, when this was nearly 100 million, was to potentially flip or reach SPX's market cap. Currently, that is around 100x, guys, to SPX's market cap, right? Now, is that going to happen, guys? Who knows? Time will tell what's going to happen. But I do think there is a good potential opportunity if you are prepared, guys. And there's a big if there, if you're prepared to handle the risk that comes with meme coins, guys, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're not holding your high caps, your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your Solana, your Sui, your Sai, you need to be prepared for a lot of these projects to either go to zero or to explode, guys. So Dowge is one of those projects that can go either way, but I still do have good conviction that this can have a comeback. And, you know, I do think the community will push this forward, guys. So quick update on Dowge, guys. Let me know your thoughts on all the holders holding this. Are you still holding this? Are you still bullish on this? And ultimately, what are your price targets? What do you think this can reach in the future, guys? Let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon for the next video.